Hello, hello. This is another round of 16 match. This is a winner's bracket between Denzel Curry and fiaee. Denzel Curry, maybe better known as Runny Sunny. Probably just use that for the match. And we'll just be going through their picks and bans here. Both players very strong. We'll see if either of them are prepared on this pool. I think there are plenty of people still sight reading this stage, so wouldn't be too surprising to have either of these players. It's gonna be No Mod 4 ban first from Runny Sunny. And from fiaee, it's going to be a double hard rock ban, 1 and 2, getting rid of those more aim-heavy hard rocks. Probably a good option against Runny Sunny, who is going to ban DT2 as his last ban. And we're going to have a first pick DT3 out of fiaee. This is our low AR DT map of the week. It's going to be a bunch of flowing, some density reading as well. Okay, so this is fiaee's first pick. Definitely a player that should not be struggling on this kind of DT, but we'll see. Some of the patterns can be a little bit RNG. I think there's a bit of a music desync here. Hopefully that fixes itself. Maybe on the next map. The wonders of the tournament client never cease. Okay, but it's gonna be Runny Sunny with the first miss before we get into the fiaee. So fiaee has the opportunity to build up the score lead here. Gotta watch out on some of these triples. They are pretty spaced. And then of course on these cut streams, repeated cut streams. Since it's low BPM, this is like an alt BPM, it's like 125 or something. Can be pretty easy to miss on those, and fiaee actually does. Oh, oops. There's my cursor there. So Runny Sunny gonna be, not anymore, but was on a bit of a combo advantage, a bit of a misread perhaps. Or the same, either one. In any case, fiaee going to be pulling ahead once again on this 100 combo lead. About 50k in the lead on score. Runny Sunny with another miss. As we get into the second fiaee does not break on that build-up, which is really important. That build-up is pretty annoying, but does over-aim one of these flow patterns. Runny Sunny is going to trade that out as they get into the next slow section here. So fiaee is still in the lead by about 75,000. Some of these space triples coming up are really tough. fiaee is the first one to break on those. There is an opportunity here as fiaee drops once again, and Runny Sunny is holding through that entire section. But would really need to hold pretty much this entire ending in order to secure this win. And, oh, must have double tapped or misread that stack because he breaks at the end, but I don't know if it was enough. Still a 35k win by fiaee. So, hard to say if that would have done it. There was not very much map left after that stack. But regardless, a very close point. fiaee are going to take their first pick of this match. It's going to be No Mod 1 for Runny Sunny's first pick here. After seeing those double hard rock bands from the A maps, maybe a hint as to what fiaee wants to avoid here. Runny Sunny, of course, going to be pretty strong on that aim. We'll see how they do. This map, not too comfortable of an aim map, not your standard No Mod 1, of course, as is the case with this tournament so far. So we'll see who is prepared to hit some of these large cross screens, some of these anti-flow patterns as well. Just gonna panic real quick just to see if that fixes the audio desync. It's still desynced. Not sure what to do there. Oh well. In any case, both players hitting these intro patterns fairly comfortably. nobody gets tripped up by some of these larger jumps. fiaee gonna be the first one to break. So Runny Sunny here is going to be able to build up this lead as long as he can hold on to combo. fiaee with another break. As you get into the slow section here at the halfway point, pretty short map, only a couple minutes long. So Runny Sunny gonna have a very large advantage here. Unless he breaks right at the beginning of this next hard section, this is probably going to go over to the side of Runny Sunny, and as well with that break from fiaee, it is all but secured this first pick. That miss from Runny Sunny, unfortunately dropping the FC is not going to be enough for fiaee to bring this one back, as there's no recovery combo on his side. And his point lead is over 200,000 at this point. So pretty strong first pick, definitely more convincing of a win than DT3. Oh, both players hit the, actually fiaee missed right at the end, but Runny Sunny hit the entire ending, very impressive. And ends up taking that first pick in a pretty convincing manner. Okay, let me try just restarting both clients. Hopefully that will fix the desync. It's gonna be Nomad 6 out of fiaee here. Going into that lower AR than the first pick. It's gonna be AR 8. Awkward aim. Some overlaps and stacks, of course. Yeah, this audio desync is not fixing, unfortunately. So, sorry about that. I guess I can try restarting the tournament client after this as well. I've clicked all the buttons so far, besides the exit button, so we'll try that next. Anyway, both players comboing this beginning with not too much trouble. Runny Sunny with the accuracy advantage, however. A bit more aim-intensive section coming up here. See if anyone trips up on some of these angle changes, some of these overlaps. And it's going to be Runny Sunny, the first one to fall right at the halfway point. Really unfortunate place to miss, obviously. It's really going to limit that score ceiling, while fiaee is going to be holding this FC. long as they can. Gets to this very brief slow section with FC intact, building up a over 100k score lead, looking to be securing this second pick, especially with that miss from Runny Sunny. Going to be pretty much impossible to come back here. Mostly just going to be looking to see if fiaee can close out this FC. There is a pretty difficult pattern right here, and fiaee hits it with absolutely no problem. So it looks like that's going to be an FC. I don't think there's much left to the map, unless I just cursed it. No, that's going to be a very impressive FC from fiaee. It's going to be Nomad 2 from Runny Sunny. Let me try restarting the client here before they get into this map. Would really like this audio desync to be fixed. I guess we'll find out momentarily if it is fixed or not. Haven't really been having this issue so far. This is the only match where this is just not going away. Oops, should probably fix the score. So this is not really a normal Nomad 2 from that you would recognize from previous weeks. This is more of the rhythm control pick. Definitely a bunch of flowing though, cut streams and such, but definitely more of an emphasis on accuracy, since most of the Nomad 2s previously were very easy to act, no really interesting rhythms there. But this is going to have a bunch of 1/6, 1/3, and as well as a bunch of aim control, in addition to the flow aim control, I guess. Some 1/3 jumps, small jumps, more of control patterns. But yeah, not a plain old flowing map here. This opening section has definitely seen a lot of breaks from people, and Runny Sunny is going to add his name to the list with a small break there. Going to be trailing behind for a little bit. As we get into this first fiaee, we're going to see if fiaee is able to hold on to this FC, or if Runny Sunny is going to be able to come back here. But actually, Runny Sunny is going to be the first one to fall. And is holding on to this FC very well. Some act drops, but with Runny Sunny having some trouble comboing this map, it's going to not really matter so much on the accuracy side. And with this score lead over 200,000 at this point, and the accuracies being on the lower side here, this looks to be a breakpoint for fiaee, who is going to FC the map. There's only like one more hard pattern left. We'll see if they can hit that. And is able to secure this FC. Very impressive. Also, it did seem that the audio desync was fixed on that map, so hopefully that should be fine from here on out. Alright, so we're gonna have Nomon 3 next from fiaee. This is Bad Apple. Along with Nomon 2, one of the more difficult maps in this pool due to the diff spikes in this. Some of the patterns pretty difficult to hold combo on. So fiaee is up a breakpoint, so going to be wanting to consolidate that here. We'll see who's able to hold on during some of these spikes. Pretty difficult map overall. Some of these control patterns and 1/3 slider jumps to kind of warm up into the map, and then the fiaee is going to have these the meat of the difficulty. But I've seen plenty of people drop on these slower sections. It was like a few pixels away from missing there. That was really close. And does actually miss as we get into this first fiaee. RO16 with an opportunity to build up some score here. If, however, they can hold during this double spike, these cut doubles, fiaee does drop. So increasing that lead by just that much more. And RO16 going to be holding through that entire first fiaee, but might get sight rechecked on these sliders. We'll see. Does not look like that's going to happen. So this lead is going to start getting pretty out of control as this slow section continues. That's fiaee with another drop, unfortunately, is going to make this comeback nigh impossible here. With RO16's 1x100 run so far, it does drop another 100, but still holding that FC very strong. With a slider break on that 1/3 slider. RO16 looking pretty untouchable on this map. We'll see how he does on the last spike of this map, which is coming up. Because at this point, it's just for extra swag points. So some cut streams first. And then these control patterns and cuts. Oh, so close to hitting that. Looked like he moved off of that triangle a little bit too soon, but still probably, I think this is the top score of the weekend right here. This is going to finish out just under 900k, I think. Just sliders here, so maybe more of like a 850. Very impressive score. Not much that fiaee could have done there, despite hitting that ending pattern. Oh, I thought there was a spinner here. Forgot about this apple slider. Okay. Wanted to say big instead of hitting that slider. All good. Still going to be one of the best scores, if not the best score, on that map of the weekend. So, Runny Sunny with that breakpoint is going to try to even things out here with Hard Rock 4. Not too happy with that No Mod 2 slot being switched over to the Hard Rock 4, so going for this instead may be the reasoning here. There's really not much tapping in this map. Nothing is like, I don't think that anything is even 16 notes long, so hopefully neither player has any trouble with that. This is more of just a flowing test. And of course there is a slow slider that has been catching people. It's near the end of the map, around 3/4 of the way in. We did see just previously Squareum get about 850k by only breaking on that slow slider, getting everything else. So maybe it's a little bit past the 3/4 mark. Oh. I think we're calling for an abort real quick. Oh, they have no mod on. Forgot to switch to Hard Rock. All good. We'll just reset real quick. Yeah, with the tournament being hidden on, oh god, panic. With the tournament being all free mod because of the hidden optional, it can be a little bit annoying to make sure that the players have Hard Rock on the Hard Rock maps. But anyway, we'll just get right back into it. As we get into this first space section, it's going to be fiaee with a slider break, unfortunately, on that stacked slider. Might have misaimed the second one or something, or mistapped it. With another break there, going to be putting Runny Sunny in the lead here for now. We'll see if he's able to hit these space streams, and so he does. fiaee with another chain miss, struggling a bit on this spacing, perhaps. So Runny Sunny did claim that they were not able to tap anymore, but this map really does not have that much tapping, mostly just flying. Most of these streams are 12 notes or less. yeah, most of them are not even 12. So not having too much trouble here. More just relying on that flow aim, which I don't think that really goes away. So RO16 going to be doing very well on this one so far, holding this full combo through the first half of the map. fiaee is recovering pretty well, but is still trailing behind on accuracy due to some of those misses earlier, and maybe also needing some offset, possibly. Or just struggling a little bit with the tapping aspect. Not sure. Hard to say. But does find one more miss there. A couple misses actually. As RO16 going to be holding this FC, and yeah, I think we're gonna see a slow slider moment here in a moment after this next section. I do believe he's reading this. Oh, didn't even flinch at that slow slider. So maybe familiar with top diff, which has a slow slider at the exact same moment. fiaee did get caught by it, but not really gonna matter at this point. This FC from RO16 with 99.4 is more than enough to secure this point. Going to tie up the match at 3-3. I do believe this is the first FC on the map this weekend. Oh, as soon as I say that, he misses on pretty much nothing. That's really unfortunate. But still going to be the top score of the weekend. Just barely going over 1 million. So fiaee going to go for DT1 here. This is the snap aim slop, if you will. Not actual like aim slop. There's not that many farming patterns, I think, but it is going to be an equivalent of 320 BPM jumps, but they're mostly just going to be back and forth triples with a couple of slightly longer patterns. And there's one more wide angle jump that can be pretty tricky as well. Most people have been hitting it, as this is one of the easiest maps in the pool. We did just see a double FC out of the last match, and a near double FC from a match yesterday. So anyone confident on 10.3 and this kind of alt snap style will not have pretty much any trouble on this. We're just going to take a little moment as RO16 gets ready. And just enjoy the song before we have to hear it in DT. Alright, the good luck, have fun's coming out, so we're just gonna get right into it in a moment. So a lot of free combo in this map, in these slower sections, really nothing to break on, as long as you're able to read the AR, which both of them definitely are. Get into the first ki here, which only has a couple of these fast aim patterns, some back and forth triples as mentioned, or just normal 2-note snaps to the next slider. fiaee is going to be the first one to break. Slider break there again. And RO16 is going to be holding this FC. That score lead is going to start growing pretty quickly here as they enter the second half of the map. There is a little bit of recovery combo on fiaee because of that slow section, so a miss from RO16 could turn the tables here. But as mentioned, definitely one of the easier maps in the pool, so we'll see if that does happen. And both players hit that wide angle jump, no problem. And now it's quickly getting out of control. This score lead is already over 200,000. Both players hit that jump pattern as well. As they get into this last section of the map, it's looking like it's going to be another point for RO16, another break point, I believe. This was fiaee's pick, but actually RO16 does break right before this last section. Is there enough time to make up 200,000? I don't think so, but I mean, it is 600 combo. That's most of the map. There's not that much combo in this map overall. Oh, fiaee. Okay, if fiaee SS's the entire rest of the map, it's possible, but actually is going to break on that big jump pattern, unfortunately. I'm not going to see if it is possible to make that comeback, because it was going to be close. RO16 going to end up just around 800k. Yeah, I think it could have been done, but what's done is done. RO16 is going to take a breakpoint there, and we'll have the lead for the first time in this match. And is now going to finish off that Hard Rock pool with Hard Rock 3, having picked Hard Rock 4 last pick and the other two Hard Rocks being banned. So probably feeling pretty confident about winning this one as well. Especially right after that DT one. This Hard Rock also has a bunch of snap aim. Less so than DT1. This one's a little bit more accuracy focused. Some 1/6 bursts as well. Some sliders that can throw you off with their slider ends. So probably not going to see those 98s from DT1, 98s, 99s on this map. We've only seen a couple 98s on this map all weekend, I believe, and probably no 99s. I would be pretty shocked if there was one. I haven't seen one personally, but it could come into play if both players are able to hold combo. The accuracy, it could be playing a big part on a map like this. Both players hit that first 1/6 burst. As we get into this first fiaee, RO16 with the accuracy lead. It's about 2%, a little over 2. So fiaee struggling just a little bit more on that accuracy, but both players holding their FCs through this first section of the map. Now the next section does have one particular snap double that has been tripping up people because of the slider points in a different direction. Like the nose kind of stuck under there. Okay, both players hit it with no problem actually. These two are, of course, two of the stronger players in the tournament, having no trouble with that pattern. Going to be carrying these FCs into the break. Now we see the score difference here of 40k. Both players FCing. Just a couple of points of accuracy, a couple percentage points away from each other. nerves could be playing a part here as we get into the last quarter of the map. Both players know they need to hold in order to take this one. Oh, and Runny Sunny's slider breaks. That is so painful. That was pretty much the end of the map. This slow outro is pretty much the rest of it. It's going to go to fiaee with a 95% FC here. Very, very strong scores out of both players. Some of the highest scores, even with Runny Sunny's slider break. 800k, one of the better scores of the weekend. Not too many FCs on this map, but fiaee is going to rack up one of those as well with 95.47. Tying up this map with another breakpoint, and now we're getting into both players' last pick. Only 2 maps left in the pool. The last pick will be forced. And both maps actually precision. So fiaee have been trying to avoid picking those due to, of course, Runny Sunny being pretty good at precision. So fiaee going to need to really lock in for these 2 maps.
Hey, got a permit for those guns?
This is going to be DT4 instead of No Mod 5, but we're going to see both maps regardless.
Permit denied.
This map's definitely going to be easier than No Mod 5 if you can read the AR 10.3, but as we saw in DT1, neither player was having an issue with that, so this is just going to be a CS6 aim map for them. Nothing too crazy in this map, just going to be a consistency and aim, a couple of aim spikes. fiaee with the first drop right at the beginning, so might not be too much of an issue, but we'll see if that comes into... Oh, actually, Runny Sunny are going to trade that out, so fiaee going to be back in the lead here. Both players hit that pattern right there, and we're just going to have a bit more of a free combo. You see the break, fiaee up by just a little bit here, but actually breaks right afterwards. That's always really tough. The lead's going to swing right over to Runny Sunny's side with that 200 combo advantage, and also feeling at the break that he was behind. It is going to be locking in on the section, not knowing that fiaee has already dropped, and that score lead is going to go up to 100k. As we get into the last third of the map. Oh, but an over aim on that slider has Runny Sunny dropping combo. It is going to be advantage toward fiaee here, 300 combo lead. That score gap is shrinking, but is there enough map? I think there is, they just need to hold on. not want to drop any unnecessary 100s here. Oh, it's shrinking. Is there enough time? It doesn't seem like it, and it's going to be a 40k win for Runny Sunny right at the end there. If the map had just gone on for another 10 seconds, that would have gone fiaee's way, but Runny Sunny is going to take that break point and make it to match point here. And of course, our last map of the pool is No Mod 5, the CS7 precision map. Both players perhaps warmed up on that CS6. We'll have to see what they can drop on Kodo. This map has seen plenty of high scores this weekend, not too difficult of a map, and very combo light as well, so you only really have to hit a few patterns in order to get a high score here. And here we go into the last pick of the match. It's on Runny Sunny to close it out here, or on fiaee to force tiebreaker on this pretty RNG precision map. So we'll see how it goes. Some linear triples can trip you up. There is a stacked alt pattern near the beginning of the map, stacked back and forths. Some of just these linear cross screens can also be pretty tough at this low density. And of course, CS7, you can really be missing anywhere, but we'll see. So here we go. Neither player has any trouble with that. It's not a difficult pattern as long as you know what to do. A very, very short map. They're already at 200 combo. They are both building up to 400k. So a miss here will most likely just end the map. There we go. Cross screen. Nobody misses. Alt pattern. And Runny Sunny gets taken out by the buzz slider. That's super unlucky. It looks like we're gonna hit tiebreaker actually with Runny Sunny's next miss. fiaee holding on strong, looking like they want to FC this map as well. Yeah, very much an RNG map with a 99.3 FC from fiaee is going to force this match to a tiebreaker. So we've got Espiazone here, Wolpus Carter. This is a Madbot map that was edited just using the lower AR and OD. The original map is AR10 OD10, so couldn't have that in the tiebreaker, I think. At least not this early. But the actual map is going to be pretty much all aim. Neither player has seen the map before, but the 236 BPM is a little bit misleading. It's just aim. There's nothing longer than a triple, and even the triples, there's only a couple of them. So it's going to be a lot of sliders, slider jumps, and normal jumps. Some awkward aim and some normal aim. It is just going to be who can hold their combo longer. This is a pretty tough map, definitely understarred due to all the slider jumps. So the 7.1 star rating is pretty misleading as well. We're just going to see who's going to have that sight read buff. Apparently there's also a bathroom buff from fiaee. We'll see how that plays out, but this is a tough one. We're gonna see who's able to clutch up, lock in on tiebreaker. Let's go. GLHF's coming out. Already you can see a bit of shakes from fiaee as soon as the map starts. Completely understandable. Tiebreaker, always a nerve-wracking experience, no matter how many tournaments you've played in. RO16 with an early break. Not going to matter too much here. fiaee trades it out as they kind of just get adjusted to this map. Seeing this map for the first time, we'll see who can start holding some semblance of combo. Judging from the match's previous points, I would expect that RO16 is going to be favored on the aim aspect, since that's a large part of what this map is. But fiaee, of course, being a very strong player, cannot be counted out no matter what. A slight misaim has another slider break coming out from fiaee, so RO16 going to be taking the lead here early into the map, but of course, being tiebreaker, is a very long map, especially considering the short length of most of the maps in this pool. As we get into the first kiai, this lead is only 20k, but of course in a map like this is going to speak volume more than a normal 20k lead. Both players actually handling this section very well. Dang, okay. Both players doing really well so far. Denzel Curry just hit 1,000 combo, so going to be building that lead up even more. It's about 60k now, but fiaee trailing behind at around 800 combo. Can strike back at any moment if RO16 does trip up somewhere. But they've seen pretty much the entirety of the map and what it offers, so they're really locking in now. Just gonna be on who can lock in more, and it's gonna be RO16 with a miss. The slider break there. Just crossing over the halfway point here, and fiaee poised to take this back, but only if they can hold onto this 1,000 combo, and finds a slider break and miss aim. We're approaching the last third of the map, and this 50k score lead, it's nearly 60k, is going to be very difficult to come back from. fiaee really needed that combo to hold, but as it stands now, RO16 is poised to take this match. Having recovered very strongly here, 400 combo as they get into pretty much the last slow section of the map. fiaee with a slider break on this kick slider section, unfortunately, may have just sealed the deal for RO16, who is just looking extremely strong on this map. Still over 99%, not having any trouble sight reading this. Not having any trouble on these jumps. And I think that's going to do it. It's over 100k. I just don't see any way for fiaee to come back here. RO16 does break. fiaee does have a slight recovery combo, but it's not going to last. And I think with that double reset, that's going to be GG, well played. Very, very close match. Trading breakpoints back and forth. Some extremely close points, and of course making it to tiebreaker. But Runny Sunny is going to emerge victorious here in the winner's bracket. Round of 16 match, going to be moving on to the quarterfinals winner's side as they round out these ending. Going to be crossing over 400k is fiaee, unless they hit a couple more 100s, but impressive scores from both players, but they match. Will go to Runny Sunny on to face Flames tier in the quarterfinals. And fiaee not out of the tournament quite yet, going to be dropping down to the losers bracket, which at this point has become pretty terrifying with the amount of really strong players in there right now. Going to be facing up against Kaorege and the winner of Pra and Cheng. So definitely not out of the tournament, can be making at least a longer run in the losers bracket. But unfortunately that day is not today, and congrats again to Runny Sunny. There's still one last match left to be played this week, which will be in a couple hours. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you for that last match, followed by what I hope to be the full showcase for quarterfinals. See ya.